still can't afford your right to buy even after you've gotten the discount? That is the question or the comment I've been getting quite a lot and from quite a few clients. So do you want to know what you can do if you've got the discount, you've worked out the affordability and it still doesn't match? One, I would say you need to double check the affordability. Get a mortgage advisor, someone who understands 100% how it works, and make sure that you're accurate on your assumption. There was one comment I had that someone thought they need to be earning at least 200,000 before they could actually buy a property. I don't think that's the case, and at the end of the day you really do need to look into this. Now I'm going to mention another 3 tips that you can use. If you're enjoying this video and it's relevant to you, please enjoy it, like it, share it, and let other people see what's going on. The other thing I would love is for you to subscribe to my channel, because it really does help get the channel out to more people, because I believe that everybody has a right to own their own home. And at the moment, as of September 2024, it looks like that they will be withdrawing or significantly reducing the right to buy discount, which is going to hinder a lot of people that have been paying council rent for years from getting their own place. So I'd really like to be able to help you. Now, the next point is multiple applicants. Now, what I mean by that is it doesn't always have to be just one person going on the application. What you can actually do is, if you live with other people, either family who are older than you, your parents, or your children who are adults, then they can go on the application as well. And then that will double, triple, the opportunity to borrow more. Now, the next thing I would say is, when I was talking about check for the affordability is correct, affordability is quite a complex area. It used to be just salary times It isn't that anymore. Now, depending on the lender, they take different things into consideration. For example, some lenders will take all of your bonus as income, some will take half of it, some, as long as you've got 2 evidence of bonus, will take 2 of them. And another way to get around that is, if you get an annual bonus, ask for them to split it in half and pay it 6 months, and then that way after a year you have got evidence of 2 bonuses rather than just 1. But obviously to your employer it doesn't really matter, because they've actually only paid you 50%, rather, so you're still getting paid the same amount. So normally if you go to your HR, they should be happy to allow that if you explain the situation. The next thing I wanted to talk about is, there is a mortgage at the moment, depending on the lender and also depending on your council, is my caveat, but you can actually, and it's called a joint applicant sole proprietor. And what that means is, the mortgage can have more than one person on it, but then there's only one person living at the council property. Now that way, it will double your affordability. So that's definitely one to look at. But as I said, my caveat is, it is very dependent on the lender, because not all lenders allow it, and also on the council, because councils can be quite strict. Some will allow it and some won't. So you need the right combination of those 2. Now, the third tip I wanted to discuss is, you don't have to use just the deposit. I said this to a client today and they didn't realize, they thought they could only use the deposit. Now, if they've got savings, or if they've got a gift from somebody else, then that is also good. The one thing I would say is, personal loans don't really work, because you have to pay that back. So a gift is the way to go, if they're willing to gift it to you. Obviously, after you've purchased it, if circumstances change and it becomes from a gift to a loan, then that's a different situation. But as long as at the time of application it is an actual genuine gift, then it is an actual genuine gift. And they will have to sign, whoever's lending it to you, or giving it to you I should say, will have to sign a document saying that they do not expect to be repaid. So that can also go to it. If it's an actual loan and they sign a document saying it does have to be repaid, then the way that works is that will also count against your affordability, because they will take into consideration you having to pay that off. Now, those are the main things that can really help with your affordability when you are buying your right to buy. The other thing I would say, and I've said this in other videos, don't do your place up. So 6 months, a year, whatever it is, before you apply, do not do your property up. I've had clients on the phone that say they've spent like £10,000 on making their place. They were waiting for the council to do it up. They took too long, so they just invested their own money. Unfortunately, not only will you not get that money back, it will actually go against you, because now your property is in pristine condition. When they come to value it, they will value it at pristine condition level, as opposed to if it was really, really run down, then you would be able to get it valued lower, and then obviously once they take the discount off, it's cheaper for you to buy. It's better for you to let it get, and I hate to say this, but as run down as possible, and then when it gets valued, it's valued at that, because there are some lenders out there, and again, council permitting, will allow you to, from day one of purchasing the property, get additional borrowing in order to do the property up. Now, there are others that say it's 5 years while you're in the pre-exempt period. Now, if you are 3 years into those 5 years and you decide and you're remortgaging because you had a 3-year mortgage or a 2-year mortgage and you're remortgaging after 2 years, even though you're in the pre-exempt period, i.e. you can't sell it for 5 years, you can still remortgage with additional borrowing as long as the council allows you. And then what will happen is you will then be able to do your property up, but it won't count against you because you already had it valued when you purchased it originally. Now, if you have got any other right to buy questions or any other questions around anything first time buyer, I do a lot of first time buyer, first time landlord. That's what the channel is really about. So if there's anything around that, please put it in the comments and I will do a video on it. More than happy to. So I hope this covered everything that you need for now, and I look forward to hearing from you again. Take care. Bye bye.